bringing the knees up into the ball, so the ball is your resistance. You're gonna squeeze it. Toes up like this, 90 degrees. Don't let it sit on your stomach. Get the ball up off. And then as the opposite hands are gonna come off, as the hand and the opposite leg come off, these are squeezing the ball, okay? Low back pushes into the ground, and you guys can just alternate, okay? Okay, we're gonna do one leg at a time. Both feet flat, that way your hip is nice and neutral. Head's relaxed, okay? One leg at a time. You're just going straight up, straight down, okay? Working on getting a little bit of hamstring activation, okay? Straight up, straight down. What you don't want to see is my low back rocking back and forth like that. We still want tight. Don't let the hips move, core tight, okay? Up and down, all right? And then you're gonna go on your side, okay? You guys have probably seen these. They're like all over old workout videos, okay? We're just doing leg raises, okay? Right here, trying to get some hip activation, okay? And then you're gonna take the foot, try to get it flat. You can use your hand to hold it if you need. Again, we're not pointing the toe. We want to be locked out like this, and now we're getting just some adduction, okay? The inside groin area activated. This one here, RDL, feet pretty narrow. We don't want them together, but we don't want them much further than outside the hips. So I like to go kind of right under the hips, and then hands just outside that. From this position, there's two keys to a good RDL. Soften the knee, okay? We're not bending down, it's not a squat. But instead of locked out, just soften it. That's how I say, kind of drop into them a little bit. From this position, the only thing we do is push our butt back, and the arms will drop, okay? Core tight, head nice and neutral, so look forward. Right, with your chin up. We don't want to see this. So if he's looking forward, he's going to start putting pressure on that neck. Just, we want nice and neutral, so just look kind of down out in front of you. Okay, you should feel the hamstrings get on stretch. On the way up, we're squeezing that glute. Okay, so first thing we're going to do will be good. Look, butt back. Okay, we're not just bending over, butt back and neutral. But what I want you to notice, when his hips stop moving, that's the end of the exercise. If you keep going after the hips stop, you're just going to go right into your low back. So do a good one and then a bad one. Here's a good one. Hips that stop moving, the bar stops, come up. Leg swings on this one. You're going to get up against the wall. You're not leaning into the wall. You're just as tall as you can be, okay? And then nice free flowing, okay? Just like he's doing, and then start using the toe to kind of get some rhythm. Then you can come up on the toe to get a little rhythm, okay? Main thing is when the foot comes back, we don't want this, okay? We want to stay nice and clean on this front side, core tight, all right? Toe up as you come up. We're not pointing the toe. Yeah, we're just that. So then on this one, we're going to want toe up and toe up. So think of that. Okay? Toe up, toe up. All right? Letting that hip just rotate through. Okay? This one's big for you guys, right? Because as you plant, you're rotating into one hip every single time you kick. So this is what we don't want to see, right? In a chopper like this, see how what I want you to focus on is his knees are going forward, his shin angle is kind of forward. That is more of a squat. Okay, what we want on this one is a deadlift variation. So he's going to go hip a little bit higher, and his shin's more vertical from the ankle down. So what I mean by that is get back in that super squatting position. His knees shoot forward. As your partner, if your partner you see that, push his knees back. See how his hips automatically come up? We want that more vertical, okay? Then the other thing we want to feel like is that we're getting tension before the bar even moves. So almost like you're about to pull it, but you're stuck, right? Feel that? Then you're just pushing the ground away from you, okay? Standing up. So the thought process of this is not, so instead of doing a jump like this, right? We're going to take that out. So what I want you to do is go here, like you just did, wait, pause, so there's no momentum. Now from this position, we're jumping. So the hands are going to go up, extend, and then when you land, try to land quiet and with the hands back. Okay, so it'll look like this. So you're going to drop down, pause, because we don't want momentum, jump, stick. Foot flat, okay? Opposite hand with the dumbbell, not the same hand that's on the ground. Okay? And the one thing I want you to notice is he's going to push his hip back. He's not just tipping over. Okay? So push his hips back. As soon as that hip stops moving, that's when we come up. Same thing as we did with that RDL, right? When we did the RDL, his hip stops moving. Same principle. Show one when we open it. This is what we don't want to see. So as he comes down, we don't want to see that hip open up. You will naturally, to cheat the movement, you're going to open up. Okay? But what we want, in a way to get away from that, is just drive that heel back. Is driving his heel back and feel like you're pointing your toe right to the ground. Don't let that toe open up. What I want you guys to do on this one is see where he's starting. His forearm is completely vertical, right? And it's also tucked in here. We're not out like this, okay? Nothing wrong with this. Especially, I mean, you guys as soccer players, shoulder health is, I mean, it's not like you guys are overhead athletes, so this is not horrible, but if we want real good lat and overhead power, we want to be in this sweet spot right here, okay? So what he's going to do is opposite, so whatever foot is forward, foot is flat, knees here, we're not letting it fall inwards like this, okay? Knuckles flat on the top. We don't want to see this, okay? Yeah, we don't want to see that position. Knuckles nice and flat. And then opposite side is just going to drive right up into that groove. Kind of turn the dumbbell as you're going up. Good. So this one, split stance, so a couple important things. Split stance, and when we do split stance, we don't want you on a balance beam. The way we teach it and the way that we're going to get a good stable base is railroad, right? So we're kind of on a railroad, a little offset, okay? You're going to drop into a good solid, you guys all see? Okay. Actually, I'll help coach over here. So one thing I want you guys to do on these is let the weight pull you forward. So get good, yeah, there we go, full range of motion. And then he's going to row. Good. Do one with a shrug, kind of like a bad trap shrug. Watch his trap, we don't want to see that. Okay? Good athletic position. You could go a little wider than the jump. Okay? Glute squeeze, nice and tall. Okay? Soft knees, but good strong glutes. Start at the middle of the chest. Now, try to get both hands on the handle if you can. Not inside hand, the other one on top, that's fine too. But if you got like a bigger handle, you can use that. Kind of like he's doing there. We're just going straight out. 1, 2, hold, back here. Okay? Push it out. 1, 2, hold, back here. So what we're working on here is, go ahead. This is obviously trying to pull him back. So we're working anti-rotation, right? Anti-rotation. And then somebody's trying to bump you, that's what this, you can hold guys off. The TRX is a great way to do them. So dumbbells are great. If you guys want to stand there and do dumbbell curls, that's great, but I would do them seated because that takes the cheating out. I like this because you can do it with your feet, can be the adjustment on how easy or hard it is. So what you're going to do is instead of having the elbows down at the side, you're going to go up, okay, 90 degrees, so they're 90 degrees from the shoulder, okay? Here, 90 degrees, you're just going to drop into it. Keep the elbow there. We're not pulling down like this. Keep the elbow high. Okay? Pinky right to the ear. Alright? Too easy, you can drop down, same thing. Okay? Too hard, just bring the feet back. Okay? So, on this one, same thing as the bicep curl, we're just facing the other direction. So, up on the toe, good angle. We're not leaving our butt behind us, straight line. Now it's thumb to the ear. So here, really pushing down. Okay. Pushing down. Take a step back if that's too easy. Now, every time we take a step back, we just increase the amount of core work we're doing too. Okay?